Hey guys, it's Shane here, Echo Soundworks. In this video, I'm going to show you our newest product, Vibes. So Vibes comes with a bunch of content, all geared towards giving you the tools that you need to make powerful chord progressions for genres like future bass, trap, and future pop. So it comes with 95 Cthulhu presets, 250 MIDI chord progressions, 85 serum presets, 200 drum samples, and some construction kits on top of that. So in this video, we're gonna check out some of the presets that come in Vibes, the Cthulhu presets, check out some of the MIDI progressions. We're also gonna talk about how the presets are laid out and how you can use them to get over instances of beat block, just moments where you're not feeling creative, and also how you can use them to make really powerful chord progressions for your tracks, especially for future bass. All right, so let's dive into Logic and get started. All right, so the first thing I want to do is give you a quick backstory on how we created Vibes. So the production team, myself and 3 other producers, we started working on the presets, and we quickly realized that we could pick out who made which preset, because we could be, oh, that sounds like your chords, that sounds like your chords. So we had this revelation. Well, every producer out there has their own way of, they have a tendency to voice chords a certain way. And it's not a bad thing. It's what creates styles. It's what creates vibes. It's what creates kind of their signature sound. So we hit up a bunch of producers, and 18 other producers got involved with Vibes. We asked them to send us their 3 most iconic kind of bread and butter signature chord progressions. And we got back all the MIDI, and then we turned it into presets for Cthulhu. The result is each patch, even if it's in the same key, has a different vibe. That's why we called it Vibes. So now that you got the backstory, let's check out how the presets are laid out. So what we decided to do after much testing was only assign chords to white keys. And we did that because it just is easier for a multiple range of formats, whether you're on a keyboard that has 88 keys, 25 keys, you're on something like Machina or a Push, right? Or even just drawing in notes in your DAW, it was just easier. So each patch starts at C2 and will extend 2 to maybe 3 octaves above it, depending on the patch. Now, the reason why we did this was because we didn't find it useful to have chords on every note. And that's kind of the problem with the factory content in Cthulhu. There are chords on every note. It's literally 100 of chords. It makes it impossible to find a chord progression quickly and efficiently. And we also decided, well, we don't want to just do 1 octave, because we want to give you more creative freedom. So this is what we decided. Each octave is its own vibe. It's the same chord progression, just a different vibe, a different color. What that means, technically, different inversions, different extensions of those chords. So let's check out this patch. It's in F minor. I've transposed it down -1, so we're in E minor. And let's check out the first octave. So what I'm going to do is just play the first 4 notes. I would suggest doing that every time you load up a preset in Vibes, because it will allow you to find the chord progression as we played it. Most of them are 4-chord chord progressions. There are some 3-chord progressions, and actually there are a good amount of 5 and 6 chord progressions. So I shouldn't say most are 4, but just play the first few notes and you'll quickly hear what the chord progression was intended to be. So check us out. And then above that, we have some turnaround chords and some different chords that allow you to play different progressions with those first 4 notes. So let's play the octave above it. Let's go to C3. Same chord progression, like I said, just different vibe. I wish I had a vibe counter down there on the bottom of the screen. I'm going to say it a lot in this video. So here's the first octave. Second. And the third. So if we look at the actual notes and what's happening, C2 is a D sharp major and C3 is a D sharp major suspended 4. D2 is an F minor and D3 is an F minor 7. Right? So this allows you to find the right vibe for your track from octave to octave, but we took it a step further. You can actually stagger back and forth between these octaves to get kind of like a melody going with your chords. Check us out. So I was just going back and forth between those 2 octaves. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of exercise here. We're gonna see how many chord progressions we can get to fit this beat that I have from one patch inside of Vibes. So we got to 11 different progressions with this single preset in Cthulhu. Now there are 95 presets that come with Vibes, so there's so many chord progressions to be made with this pack, and that we didn't even look at the MIDI progressions. Now in another video, I know I'm going to get asked this in the comments, I'm going to do a preset walkthrough video, so if you want to see that, the link will be up in the description. If it's not up yet, it will be up very shortly. All right, guys, if you have any questions or comments, post those below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.